Hey everyone, it's Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel, and I was gonna make you guys wait longer for episode 2, but I'm so hyper fixated on 911 right now that I just can't think about anything else. I want to film it. You guys have been really liking episode 1, my reaction, rewatch commentary sort of thing, so I'm like, you know what, let's just continue the watch along, do episode 2. I already know this episode is gonna bring me pain because I kind of remember this episode, okay? And I'm always in pain because of Abby. I'm even more in pain because I remember a lot of other stuff that happens in this episode, but we'll get into it. We'll get there when we get there. I don't want to get ahead of myself. See, this call I remember, and it's so tragic. And I knew that this is what we were opening with.
911, what's your emergency? Oh my
That's
God,
so sad.
some guy just got thrown off the roller coaster.
How's the kid on the ground?
He's gone.
This is so sad.
All right, I don't need the people up there seeing that. Do me a favor. He survived, right? Put him on a gurney. You know the drill.
Copy that.
I need a minute. That's so sad. I don't think I've ever rewatched that scene since the first time I saw it. I gotta say though, I really do like that they touched on that storyline because I think showing not only how hard every loss is, but how hard the first loss is was a good perspective to show, you know? And showing that through Buck just made even more sense because he was kind of I know he's not technically a probie anymore, but he's kind of the baby of the family, especially in season 1. I don't like him sad.
Never lost anyone before. Get any easier?
Hey, you guys don't mind I brought some company.
His eye roll at Athena.
Well,
Aww.
we usually allow cops at secret firehouse meetings.
Oh, I ain't sold on you yet. I think keeping me from getting shot deserves a second chance.
It's so cute. I just love them so much. Ugh. They're just such a family. It makes me emotional. Especially Bobby and Buck, and then Athena and Buck, because it's just those are his parents. For real. And it makes me so happy that he got to parent figures that actually love and appreciate him. Ugh, it just makes me so happy. It's just so cute.
I see his face every time I close my eyes. That happened to you guys?
It'll pass.
I hate him sad. It hurts my soul. Those are already his parents for real. I can't handle it. Ew. Abby's on my screen. I hate her. This. Oh, I gotta talk on this. I gotta speak on this. And I know this episode is gonna have so much of my thoughts because I got a major problem with this episode. First of all, Abby seeing Buck on the news and then literally preying on him makes me so upset. So he's basically around my age, and this 40, however old she is, 40-something-year-old, 45-year-old woman is literally preying on him. And he looks so young. He looks like a baby. And I can't believe, and it's not that, I understand there's age differences in relationships, but it's just she screams predator to me. She just does, because she literally sees him on the TV, is he's hot, illegally looks up his number through a 911 call, and literally harasses him. They can never make me like her. I hate her, and I'm so glad that she's gone, and I'm gonna throw a party when I'm done with season 1 so I never have to see her stupid face on my screen ever again. Oh my God, I forgot about this.
You are a beautiful genius.
Trying to rizz up a cop when you're a thief is insane.
Mr. Sweet Smile was asking me about you.
I love their
Yeah,
friendship.
he a bigger dog than the Dobermans, because I still have my ring on.
These next few months gonna be hell, so whatever you need to do to get through.
She's such a good
so
friend,
that you can
dude.
be there for your kids.
Hey, you're a badass. How'd you get this
I
number?
love him.
Oh, well, it was in the report.
She's such a predator. I hate her so much. All I have to say is this never would have happened if Maddie or Eddie were around.
And I just want to scream back at
This is
you.
causing me
People
pain.
died.
I'm suffering through this for
I
you
had to
guys.
watch
I
them
can't.
die.
He's so
right,
cute. I miss Eddie. I miss Eddie. Like, this episode is just pain. I just want to hug season 1 Buck and be like, listen, it's okay. Soon, Maddie will come home. You'll have a family. You'll have Eddie. You'll have Christopher. You'll be okay. I just, like, listen, I know he's fine now, okay? But it just makes me upset. It really does. I love them.
Just have to be particularly badass, which, you know, I am. Can you turn off everything?
Wow. I cannot believe that they had the Navy SEALs thing since episode 2. Like, that's really been around for a while. I need them to do a callback to it. I've read so many good fan fictions where, like, Buck gets to use his, like, Navy SEAL training. Because he, like, tried out and, like, did training. He just didn't want to do it. Which is fine. But I just, like, I need to see him, like, use it and just, like, shock everyone. Because I feel like the only people who know are Bobby and Maddie I've never seen. They get mentioned, so.
Very natural, human, instinctive emotion in their body, and I cannot do that. I don't want to do that.
Hit by a truck driver and I couldn't extract him in time. I'm glad you can't flip that switch. I don't want you to.
Ugh. Bobby literally, like, is, like, the first person who, like, me getting emotional. Am I okay? Why am I about to cry? Because you guys don't understand how special, like, Buck and Bobby are to me. But Bobby's, like, the first person who, like, really accepted Buck for who he is, like, and, like, gave him a chance. It just, like, makes me really emotional. Because then, like, in turn, Buck saved his life and gave him, like, a family again. Like, I know Athena did too, but I feel like Buck was kind of the first person that he, like, really cared about after his family.
It's not going to make you a better firefighter. And anybody who tells you that losing someone doesn't affect them is lying. We have people in the department who help us deal with this kind of stuff.
Ugh. I can't. It hurts me because the fact that he, like, really went to the therapist to get help and then she took advantage of him. Listen, I haven't gotten to this scene yet, so I'll hold my tongue for now, but I have a lot to say about that particular storyline. This literally makes me sick. Like, I'm, like, gonna be sick. This is so unethical. I can't even deal with it. Like, I was like, oh my god, I don't even know what to say. Like, if I must speak on this. Maybe I should finish the scene before I speak. Didn't finish the scene yet, but I gotta speak on a little part of the scene. It's just the way she, like, gets up and moves and then grabs his hand. Like, that's unethical in and of itself. Like, why are you getting so close to him as his therapist? Like, oh my god, this scene is too much for me. There's so much wrong with that. And this, I hate how they handled the storyline because, first of all, I was a psychology major, okay? And I didn't switch. And then I had a psychology minor and I didn't switch to have an English major until, like, somewhere in my junior year, I think. So I took pretty much all of the psychology classes. Like, I was, like, 3 away from my degree. So I know how unethical this is. And it's common sense that it is, but it's like they also make it very, very clear. And the fact that after it happened, she's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like, that was wrong, blah, 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 blah. Like, she knows she was in the wrong. She should have gotten arrested. She should have lost her license. I know in season 3, Bobby's like, she doesn't work for the department anymore, but I'm like, the fact that they just never address it, and then next time they do, they treat it as a joke, that's literally sexual assault. It's sexual assault. It's malpractice. It's rape. I just, like, nobody ever addresses it. And it, like, this is like probably the 911 storyline that pisses me off the most, because there's just so much wrong with this scene, and I don't know how they could ever think that it would be, like, a joke or, like, a funny gag or anything like that. Like, it'd be one thing if they did this and then wanted to, like, touch on that, but they just use it as, like, as a joke, just as, like, a funny, like, thing. And it's not. It's, like, something that's, like, genuinely very serious. And I know it's season 7, so maybe they're like, oh, like, they don't want to circle back, whatever, like, but I just feel like this is something that should have been addressed and taken more seriously, and it wasn't. And, like, this is the storyline that really pisses me off the most in this show, because It just baffles me that they thought it was okay to do that, honestly, and that nobody said anything. Like, there's so much wrong with that. He was literally in the middle of a therapy session. He was crying about a loss on the job, and then they have sex in the room during the appointment. And it's like, there's so much wrong with this. There's so much wrong with this. She should be in jail. And the fact that they never circle back to it, like I don't even know what else to say about it other than like, I hate the way they handled that storyline, and there's so much wrong with it, and it genuinely pisses me off for Buck and like for his character. It just like really makes me annoyed. See, I like that she came back and apologized. I respect that.
I was completely out of line at the memorial. You didn't deserve that.
There was nothing either one of us could have done for Devin.
This was such a growth episode for him.
Some people just don't want to be safe.
This episode's so frustrating because there's so many good scenes, but then there's so many storylines that just like really piss me off in this episode.
Safe and curious about life. I can tell that.
Look at him in his little sweatpants. I love him.
All right.
Honey, have you eaten anything?
Oh.
That music up so loud. Hey.
I always forget that this scene is in this episode because I always feel like it should be in episode 3.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
This is so heartbreaking.
No! May! May! Oh god!
911, what's your emergency?
It's my daughter. She just overdosed. I think she's dead.
That makes me cry every time. Just like Angela Bassett's acting is so good. I hate that it ends on that. Like I understand the cliffhanger, but I'm like, no, I want to watch the next one. Like I know May's fine because I've seen, but it makes me upset. Okay, now for my ranking. I think I'm gonna change the bottom category to I have issues. Because I feel like hated it is so strong, and like I don't know that I ever really hated an episode of 911, but I definitely have had episodes that I've had like so many issues with, if that makes sense. So now where to put this one. My thing is, episode 2 is such a controversial episode for me because there's things I like about it. Like I like how they told the story of like the first responder dealing with like their first loss and everything, and then there's the whole like May storyline that I think was done well, but then there's the Abby of it all, which is just creepy to me, and the whole therapist thing, which I hate how the show handled. So I think for that reason I have to put it in I have issues, just because of the way that they handled the therapist storyline. Because it's like, that is the storyline that makes me like the most angry in the entirety of the show. So I feel like if any episode is gonna be in the bottom category, it has to be that episode, if that makes sense. But it's like so hard because I think it'd be easier to like rate individual storylines, you know, than it is to rate like the whole episode, because there's so much going on in one episode. And it's like, I don't like hate the episode overall. Like there's a lot of like good storylines and there's good moments, but it's like I just can't get past the therapist thing. Like that's just, it was handled terribly. And I have a huge issue with that still to this day. And obviously I hate Abby too, so that's like 2 negatives. But so that's my opinion on that. So let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments. Let me know who your favorite character is, what your favorite episode is, all that good stuff. Again, give this video a like if you want me to keep making these, because it lets me know that you guys like it. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to do so. It helps on my channel a lot and it makes me very happy. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday with another video. Later, Gators. Bye.